Hey everyone, Happy New Year. Starting to roll out these 2024 videos. Today we're starting with the point guards for the 2023-2024 NBA season. Um, I will be doing tier list, and we're going to be starting off with Chris Paul. If they are on here, they average more than 20 minutes a game, and they mostly play the point guard position. But yeah, we're starting off with Chris Paul. Chris Paul, very inefficient nowadays. Averages like 9 points, so a little over 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 36 from three, 41 from the field. Um, I don't think he's a backup necessarily. I think he'd be a backup for a decent amount of teams, but he still gets the job done on playmaking. So I think I'm gonna put him at average starter. I don't know if I can put him back up, but we'll see. I might end up moving him there. Next up is Damian Lillard. Also, sorry if I'm looking at my computer. I don't know everyone's stats off the top of my head. I've watched a lot of basketball this season, so I'm not gonna, change an answer because I see a stat necessarily, but it helps me a little bit. So sorry about that. Um, I do know a decent amount of stats, so just not all of them. And Damian Lillard, he's been putting up decent numbers. He just hadn't had as an efficient a year as you would like from him. Bucks have been pretty good still. Still one of the best teams in the East for sure. I don't know if I can put him all NBA. Do I think he's an all NBA player? Yes. Do I think this season he's deserved it? I don't know. So right now I'm gonna have him at All Star. Cole Anthony next. I have really enjoyed Cole Anthony. Again, not a really efficient player, more efficient than Chris Paul. Better scoring Chris Paul. He's a good playmaker still. Um, Anytime I've watched him, it's been really fun. But yeah, I think he is a good starter. Next up is De'Aaron Fox. He has had an efficient year. He's shooting like 39 from three. He has been shooting like 40, some from three for most of the season. Um, his field goal percentage is good, averaging almost 30 a game, like 7 assists. He's doing really well. The Kings are fine. I take him every day in the season. I would. But yeah. Next up is Darius Garland. I can't put him in All Star this season. He's been inefficient. Let me look at his stats a little again. Um, I'm used to better, but yeah, he's averaging 21, 6 assists. That's really not bad at all. And then 47 from field goal, 35 from three. He's turning the ball over a little bit more. I notice when I'm watching the Cavs. I do like watching the Cavs a decent amount. Um, Probably a little bit more than some. But I'd give him borderline All Star. I think that's just about where he should be. Next up, D'Angelo Russell. He's been doing pretty well. I I'd say he's around where I'd put Anthony Cole Anthony. I don't know why I said Anthony Cole for a second. Um, but yeah, 15 points, 6 assists, 47 from Phil, 39 from three. He's a little more efficient than Cole Anthony. Um, but I really don't think I'd take him over. They're about the same. They're about the same place. Same with Kobe White, but he has had a better year. Um, I'd probably take him over both, honestly, right now. They finally let him do what he needs to do. They didn't give him up. I thought they'd give up on him, trade him away or something, but they didn't. He's kind of playing like I was hoping, kind of what I thought he could be. I think he can even get better, but he's having a good year. Next up is Dennis Schroeder. Um, for being a starter for the Raptors this season, hasn't been horrible. 15 points a game, 7 assists, 49 from field. I mean, 44 from the field. Threes aren't that great either. Um, I'd put him average starter. Um, I think he could be a backup. Same with Chris Paul. They could be both average starter, backup. But I think I gotta put him average starter. Emmanuel Quickly also, I will say, is not on this. If he was, I probably put him at good starter. Um, I really really like Emmanuel Quickly, and I'm happy he's their starting point guard. Next up is Dyson Daniels. I know he's a great defender. He just kills them on offense so much. I'm just not a fan of really watching him. Um, I'm just gonna leave it there. Not really, not really a starter to me. Next up is Fred Van Vliet. I'm gonna keep him there for a second because I need to look at his stats. I've watched a decent amount of Rockets basketball. I promise. I like the Rockets a whole lot. My cat wants in. Boo boo. Got a pig boy. He's been doing good. He's not worth that $40 million. 17.5 points, almost 9 assists, 4 rebounds, 41 from the field. I did not realize that, but 40 from three. That from the field kills him, but I mean, that's some pretty good stats. That's really not bad. Like 40 from the field is super bad. I won't lie, but he makes it up with a 40 from three. I've watched him. Good catch and shoot, off dribble, 3-point shooter. He's a good playmaker. He's not worth a 40 mil, but I will say he is a pretty dang good starter. Not borderline, but I'd say he's a good starter. Next up is Jalen Brunson. My cat wants out immediately, like always. Next up, Jalen Brunson. That's tough. That is tough. I have to put him all star, but he could honestly be all NBA. Like he's having a really good season. I've watched the Knicks more than I thought I would, or even want to. Um, I think I will even more now since they have OG Anunoby. I feel like that team's just gonna work really well together. And Julius Randle doesn't have to, you know, play defense against one of the best offensive players. Going off. We're talking about Jalen Brunson, but I think he's definitely an all star. Could be all NBA. It's hard though if I don't put Dame though there too. But so I think I'm gonna leave him at all star. Next up's Jamal Murray. Jamal, dude. Um, he's averaging 24 and 6. He's been very efficient. He has played like playoff Jamal some games. Some games I'm blown away by him. 100%. It's hard not to put him at All Star. It is super hard to not put him at All Star, but I just don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. He's been better. He's been better than Darius Garland is the thing. Okay, I'm gonna put him. I'm putting him All Star for right now. It probably will change. More than likely, I will move him back down. James Harden, he has improved. Doing better than I thought he was going to. For the Clippers, he's helped them out more than I thought he would. He is shooting very good from three. He's being a good playmaker. He's helping them win. He's doing things he should. I think he's all star. Probably an all star. I'm I'm gonna put an all star again right for right now. He's shooting efficient. He's doing exactly what the Clippers need him to do. Next up, Jeremy Sohan. No, no. when I've watched him play point guard. No, he doesn't. He does not find Wemby the ball at all. When all you have to do is just feed the dude down low, throw it over the top. He'll catch it, dunk it, do whatever. He he's not good at finding him. He's not a good point guard. I think they need to end the experiment there. They need to get a new point guard next season. Win the draft, trade for a good young one, something. Because Sohan's not it. Trey Jones is in this too. I'm actually just gonna rate. He's a backup. He's a good defender. He is a good player. I still would not start him either. Next up's Drew Holiday. He's having a down year on points. Of course, there's a lot of shots to go around. He's still a really good defender. Um, I don't think he's incredibly inefficient, is he? Drew Holiday stats. Um, 13 points, 6.5 rebounds. That's 6.5 rebounds is good. 5 assists. 45 from the field, 41, 42 from three is pretty dang good. That's why I still have him at borderline all star. Like I said, he's a really good defender. Him and Derek White in that backcourt is awesome. Awesome defending. Um, Next up is Keontae George. I really like Keontae coming to the NBA. I'm happy that he's getting starting minutes. He's doing good is the thing. Like he's not. He's still inefficient. He's a rookie point guard. Um, he'll he could shoot you out of games, but he doesn't really shoot too many shots. Yeah, I think he's a starting point guard. No, not right now. At least I do. I think he could get there. Probably. Probably. Next up's Killian Hayes. No. Pistons. I know you'll like him. No, dude. I don't understand it. He's a good defender, but it's just offense is not it. I'm not gonna look at his stats. I've seen enough Pistons basketball. Uh, whew. Next up, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's going down, dude. I don't know when he's gonna retire. um, Honestly, have not paid much attention to him. I paid a decent amount. He actually is doing pretty. Is pretty efficient this season. Um, do I think he's a starter? He can be. I'd say he's average starter. If I'm putting Chris Paul there, I'm gonna put him there. That's where I'm at right now. Next up is Lamelo. Yeah, that one's actually tough because the first few games of the season he didn't do incredibly well. Um, but he picked it up. Do I think he's all star? Probably not, because there's more players I take over him. I think I'm gonna put him at borderline. Let me just go over his stats real quick, but I don't think I'm gonna change all that much. I don't think I would change it. 25, 8, and 5.5 is pretty good. 15 games. Um, he's doing all right. Efficiency wise, shoots like 9 threes a game, which is insane. For I did not know he shot that many. 39 from three, though, is really not bad. I still would put him at borderline. I think there's just guys doing a little bit better than him right now. Um, next up's Luca. MVP talks easy. Luca carries the team. Do I think that he can carry a team far? I don't know. I'll have to see it. He did go to the Western Conference Finals, but he may need another piece. Maybe Siakam, something like that. But he's definitely MVP talks. Next up is Brogdon. Um, he's pretty good. Um, I'd put him average starters, maybe. It's hard to judge him on the team he's on, the Trailblazers. Um, he doesn't he plays a lot, but it's just there's a lot of young guys. They're trying to develop them. He averages 16 and 6 basically. He is efficient from the field. Yeah, I can't put him down there with the average starters, honestly. I have watched him. He's still, I mean, what's my name about Colin Brinson? He's still Brogdon. I do want him on a playoff team, though. I think he'll probably get traded by trade deadline. We'll see because they'll probably want to, play Scoot a little bit more. Next up is Fultz. He hasn't really played, so it's like I can't really tell. I can't really like when he's played a decent amount of time, but and I can't put him down in backup. I think he is a good. I think he's a good starter, but he hasn't played enough games or anything to really get me to put him in a good starter. But he is probably the best average starter on here so far. Next up is Mike Conley. Um, I've seen Mike Conley play a couple of games in person this season, and when he has, he can still shoot threes very well. He's turned it over a little less. Some games he's just not present. Doesn't feel like they lost one the other night. He just wasn't there at all. He turns it over like once a game. I said he did. Turned it over a decent amount, but I don't think he does too much. But he's still a good 3-point shooter. He's still efficient. Hard to put him down here, but I don't think I could take him over any of these guys up here. Honestly, might take him over Fultz. I don't know. Well, just don't think anything about that part right there. Next up's Payne Pritchard. He's a backup, 100%. He only averages like 6, I think, points. He gets decent amount of minutes. Of course, it's 20 plus because he's on here. But he's no starter. I don't know any team that would start him. Next up's Reggie Jackson. Same here. He used to think, he had to be a starter over Westbrook and stuff. I'll be nice to Reggie. He can be in the average starter. When Jamal Murray's been out, he's done pretty good at being a starter. He is probably their first or second best bench player. Maybe Brown, maybe. 12 points a game, 4.5 assists. He's pretty efficient. He does what you need him to do out of a backup. Would I start him? I think a couple teams would start him. He's getting a little older. That's kind of hard. He's either an average starter or backup. I think I might put him. Okay, I'm gonna have him average starter right now, but okay, Russell Westbrook. Never mind. When I talk about average starter, he has to be right there. He's the best average starter, dude. I don't even I want to put him at a good starter because I still think Russell Westbrook. He doesn't get as much hate as he was when he was on the Lakers, but he still gets a decent amount of hate, and I'll always wonder why, because I always thought he still was pretty good. It's just bad fit on the Lakers. He's been pretty efficient though, besides from 3, but he still averages like 11, 6, and 5. Yeah, I'd put him at average starter. He's definitely up here though. He could be right there though. He could be a good starter. I might. Him and Conley could be in good starters, but we'll keep him in there right now. Next up, Scoot. He's been playing better. I'm sorry. I don't think he's a backup because it's just I know Scoot's gonna do better. I know a lot of things. Maybe he hasn't shown it, but he's doing a lot better. Um, he said that the rookie of the year is still up to grabs. So we'll see what he does because he's shown a lot of improvement over the season so far in his goggles. Next up, Shea. Shea's insane. I'm a Thunder fan. I love me some Shea. Gilgeous-Alexander. Just how it is. He does what he does. I don't need to say anything about him. One of the smoothest guys you'll ever see who touches the basketball. Next up, Spencer Dinwiddie. That man is super inefficient. If you want to talk about an efficient player, I want to see what he's averaging for his percentages. I haven't looked in a little bit. Enter Dinwiddie stats, please. Um, 14 points, 6.5 assists, 4 rebounds, 38 from the field, 32 from three. Dude, no. I'm taking you under all. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Dinwiddie, dude. Yeah, I'm taking you over all these guys, but yeah. I don't like having Conley, Fultz, and then like Westbrook and the same as him. But I have to. I have to. Because I don't necessarily. I might end up moving them two up here. We'll see. We'll see. I'll probably end up changing it, like always. Curry. Curry, man. He's been doing pretty good. Do I think MVP? No. I wouldn't put him in MVP talks. He's all NBA 100%, but he's no. He's not an MVP this year. The Warriors aren't doing as good as everyone thought. Maybe even they probably thought they would do even way better. All NBA though. Talon Horton Tucker, no. I think he's having one of his worst seasons, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he is. People were saying he was going to be better than Shea, if you remember. I laughed anytime someone would bring that up. I literally about cried. Yeah, 41 from the field, 34 from three, 11 points a game. No, he's. I Westbrook's better than him. Conley's better than him. Fultz is better than him. I take Chris Paul over him. Kyle Lowry. Yeah, all those guys on average. Sorry, I take Dinwiddie over him. McAllinson again. Boo boo. Gonna one out immediately. Yeah. Trae Young. I need to look up what Trae Young is averaging for efficiency. I'm pretty sure it's up a little bit, isn't it? 28, 11 assists. It's crazy. Okay. I see you, Trey. 38 from three is really not bad for how far he shoots 40 from the field. That's really not bad at all. Like, I do like Trey a whole lot. He's from Oklahoma. That's where I'm from. Um, do I think he's all star? Maybe. I take him over LaMelo. I would. I'm gonna put him at all star for right now. Dude, I didn't realize. I didn't even think about these guys. Halliburton, dude. He's going off. He's averaging like what? 12 assists a game, almost. He's pretty dang efficient. Yeah, 25 points, 13 assists, 4 rebounds. This dude's pretty dang good. 41 from three, 50 from the field, 1 steal, almost 1 block. He's really getting it done this year. MVP talks. I'd honestly take him over Curry this year. Did I just say that? Maybe I'm making a huge mistake saying that. Boo wants out again. Curry's 28 from the field. Curry's been pretty efficient. I probably would take him over Curry this year. I'm so sorry, but I probably would. Um, would I take Fox too over him? Possibly. I just hear people talking about MVP talks for Curry, and I just don't really understand it this year. Dude, Tyrese Maxey, I honestly think he should be all NBA. It's hard seeing Damian Lillard an all star and Brunson an all star and having Tyrese Maxey right there. But I don't. A lot of people don't understand. Like Maxey really is having his best season by far. He's been one of the best players. Even when Embiid's not out there, the 76ers really don't lose anything. They keep their momentum. They keep everything. They don't look like they miss a step or anything. And it's all because of Max. He's doing so good. I think I'm gonna put him in All Star though. I It's like hard having Trey here and like Jamal. It's hard, dude. Hard. Okay, I'm gonna move Jamal Murray borderline. Sorry. I am sorry. Dude. It's Harden right here. I think I'm taking Harden All Star, to be honest. No, I can't do that, dude. That is so tough. This is such hard. Those three guys are super hard to rate right now. I'm so sorry. Tyus Jones, no, he's not a starter. He's a really good backup, but he's no starter. I'm just gonna do that fast. Cade. Hard to put Cade because it's not his fault, dude. It's not his fault. Free Cade. I don't know, dude. Good starter, average starter. You could change it up. I'm gonna put him at good starter though. Um, it's not his fault. I promise you that. I'm having a tough time putting Trey, Jamal, and Harden somewhere. I'm having a very, very hard time. I'm not even gonna mess with that. Don't where anyone's like at besides that tier. Don't think anything of it because I did not put him in a specific spot, and if I move him, I'm still not thinking of a specific spot. I'm just doing me. Um, dude, that's really tough because I think they're a tier below Dame, Maxi, and Brunson, but they're not all. They're also, I think, better than LaMelo, Garland, and Drew Holiday. So think of it what you must. I don't know if I can move it because there's a lot of good point guards. It's got a lot of good players. I just Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave it here. This is what it looks like, alright? Alright. But that's gonna do it for me. Comment down below your list, what you think. If you would change anything, what you would like. Just don't be rude. This is my list. This is what I think. It's how I view basketball. I'm having fun with the season. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and, like I said, comment. Have a great rest of your day, night, whatever you're doing. Just have a good time. And I appreciate all of you very, very much. And I'll see you next time. All right, later.